Hello everyone, how are you all? This is your host Devottam and you are listening to Better You, Better Life, a self-improvement plan SIP podcast season 1. This is in continuation with my 17 episode podcast series on sustainable development goals. And in today's episode, we will be talking about sustainable development goal number 12 that talks about responsible consumption and production. So, what we are waiting for? Let us dive in. Consumption, production. These words may seem to like very simple English dictionary words and you will find its meaning, but it has very much significance in our daily life. Let me try to provoke you by asking you some basic questions to initiate that thinking personality within you. What do you understand by the word consumption? Don't try to refer English dictionary right now, but try to think from your layman approach like what consumption can be all about. It's not about food, it's about overall, holistic. Do you really know the terms recycle, reuse and reduce? Whenever you purchase a packet of potato chips or say any processed food packet, you will see a triangular shaped mark where it shows that packet should be dumped in a garbage bin only. Do not dispose it anywhere else. You must have come across some websites which talk about recycling of waste, then reusing. You might have lost interest in wearing that shirt in your wardrobe and you might want to use it in some other way, like you can use that shirt for cleaning furniture or making it some kind of craft item so that it will not become as a pollutant in the atmosphere. It will, in fact, you are transforming it into an useful object. Reduce. Try to think about all those small general concepts. What do you mean by dry waste and wet waste? Yeah, wastes, I also didn't know about this earlier, but it also has its own categories. I won't deep dive in all these technical aspects, but I would just want to ask you, if someone, say any student or any children or any elder who wants to learn about waste management from you, what would you teach? So that's why this episode is for that purpose only, so that you can get a basic understanding of this sustainable development goal. What do you mean by responsible consumption? We are not here to find a master class to learn all these concepts. You all are aware of it unconsciously and have been using it in your everyday life. My idea here is just to provoke you by bringing these questions to your notice, to sensitize people. As far as understanding the concept, let us try to learn with the help of a hypothetical example. Imagine a world where individuals like Emma, a young environmental advocate who lives in a society that values responsible consumption and production. My dear friends, this is the essence of the 12th Sustainable Development Goal, that is responsible consumption and production. By the year 2030, the United Nations has committed to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns across all domains across the planet. What is the significance of this? I have been repetitively using this word sustainable consumption in this episode now. They are not just about reducing waste. It is also about ensuring that our way of life does not deplete the earth's resources, the natural resources I mean. Now for example, oceans are getting polluted with huge amount of plastic wastes being dumped there, and it is largely affecting the marine ecosystem, and you can see a lot of pollution is happening. Another example that is coming to my mind is that human body is now comprised of microplastics. Plastics, those are coming with edible food items including sugar and rice grains. Just imagine, our body has plastics and we do not even knew it. That's why, to counter these huge problems, we need to be more responsible and aware at our own level. I am specifically referring to natural resources like water and air mainly. The water through which we drink, air that we breathe. Unsustainable consumption has led to resource scarcity and environmental degradation. Consumption can be anything, like you are consuming petrol in driving a car, you are consuming water while washing your utensils, clothes, and draining it out in the sewage, or you are consuming a potato chips and dumping this packet in some water body, and that is polluting the entire local atmosphere. So these kind of small consumption that we need to do it more responsibly. Let us try to meet Emma, the character for our today's story, a young environmental advocate who saw the impact of irresponsible consumption in her community. She believed that enough is enough. It was a time to take a stand. Emma, along with some like-minded individuals and organizations, embarked on initiatives to promote responsible consumption and production. She encouraged her community members to reduce waste, reuse some items, and recycle. Emma's efforts led to a more sustainable and conscious way of life, minimizing the impact on the environment. Now, what youth can do? As young advocates for responsible consumption and production, your choices can change the world. It starts from which kind of food item you want to eat, what kind of fashion you want to follow, what kind of lifestyle you want to adopt, so that you can give back to the society. You can also support organizations and initiatives promoting sustainable consumption and production. Not only about yourself, also encourage your relatives and family members to reduce waste, recycle them, and adopt eco-friendly practices. By leading by example, you can contribute to more responsible and sustainable living for all. Summarizing the entire story about Sustainable Development Goal number 12, we have discussed about how we can responsibly consume and produce products in our everyday life. It is about creating a world where responsible choices can protect our planet by polluting them and its resources, which are very much limited in quantity. Certain questions that we need to ask, not for the sake of their justification, but to find sustainable solutions. Emma's journey exemplifies the transformative power of responsible consumption. By actively participating in and supporting initiatives that promote sustainable living, you become an essential part of making this vision a reality. I will stop here, as the idea is only to sensitize, not teach. There are loads and loads of content available in the internet. In the next episode, we will explore Sustainable Development Goal number 13, that is climate action and how it can safeguard our planet for individuals. We will also learn about the importance of climate action and how you can do to support this vital goal. Stay tuned for much more stories ahead. I thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope that I could able to bring out some message for you and your community. Thank you for listening, and until we meet next time, enjoy your weekend. This is your host Devottam signing off.